Welcome to the Austin Resource Recovery Safety Meeting for the month of November. We're going to start out with the awards recognition, then move to the green team, which the topic this month is Thanksgiving waste. Then we're going to show a video of the differences between a jug handle and a button hook turn. And then our topic for this month is HAZCOM, Hazard Communication.
Hello from the Awards and Recognition Committee. You can recognize your fellow employees by nominating them for an Aiming Higher award. You can submit a nomination online, scan the QR code in the corner with your phone to open the form, or contact any Awards and Recognition Committee member listed below. This month's Aiming Higher recipients are Mike Turnipseed, Jennifer Sambera, Annalisa Ruiz, and Maddie Morgan. Congratulations! Mike Turnipseed is from the Underpass Cleaning Program on the Litter Abatement Team. His nominator said the following: periodically on my way to work, I'll see the street sweeper sweeping to Sow Road. One morning, I saw a sweeper sitting on the side of the road. I stopped to assess the situation before proceeding to work or pulling over to see if help was needed. I observed Mr. Turnipseed collecting garbage and moving it closer to his sweeper unit to ensure the area was clean. It is not uncommon in this area to see where someone has dropped trash bags and other debris on the road. It made me feel good to see him putting a little more effort into making sure his assigned boulevard was clean and free of debris. Jennifer Sambera is on the Business Outreach Team in Strategic Initiatives. Jennifer graciously offered to create a monthly safety meeting and has already created our December meeting on winter preparedness at home. We greatly appreciate the effort Jennifer took to do this, which was definitely outside her normal duties. Congratulations, you two. Annalisa Ruiz is the Strategic Initiatives Division's Business Outreach Team. Annalisa has taken on a large amount of additional work and has served as the main Spanish translator for all URO-related material, including emails, recycling plans, letters, education materials, and calls with the public. Annalisa has made the entire ordinance easier to access and understand for the city. Her work is helping the city assist new customers. The business outreach team is so glad to have her. Maddie Morgan from the Recycling Economic Development Team at SI has consistently gone above and beyond to help and make process improvements. Recently, she navigated a cross-departmental initiative to create an intern cohort program that will streamline the onboarding process for new interns. Maddie sought training opportunities and figured out both the systems and the procedures of the hiring process. She mapped out the process and simplified it so future employees can follow it. Her organization and communication skills were true assets to this project. She took this on even while she was serving as acting manager for the Circular Economy program, and even though her own team wouldn't have a new intern this fall. Her work on this program will benefit SI for years to come. Congratulations, you two, and to everyone. Do you know of an individual or group who deserves recognition? Give them some kudos. You can submit kudos online, scan the QR code in the corner with your phone to open the form, or contact any Awards and Recognition Committee member listed below for more information. Kudos to Carol Reynolds from the Budget Team in Finance for her quick responses to requests, even during the busy fiscal year transition. She is always helpful and is a very valuable part of the team. Kudos also goes to Cedric Henry and Roxy Winston for their outstanding customer service when they returned a backpack to a City of Austin Utilities customer. Way to go. Thank you, everyone. Keep up delivering outstanding service. The Awards and Recognition Committee has some exciting changes for the Kudos Year-End Award. If an employee receives 2 or more kudos in the fiscal year between October and September, they may be eligible to receive 4 hours of ARL. At the end of the year, kudos submissions for eligible employees will be reviewed by the ARC, who will then vote on approval of the award. Thank you and have a wonderful November Austin Resource Recovery.
Hello everyone, this is Ryan Rawson from the Green Team. This month's topic is reducing Thanksgiving waste. Americans throw away 6 million turkeys after Thanksgiving each year. That equals up to approximately 204 million pounds of turkey. That is a value roughly estimated at $293 million. But there's a lot you can do to reduce the waste. It is important to plan, prepare, and present. It's also important to store, share, reuse, and compost. You can reduce waste while making your lists and shopping, while you're preparing and serving the meal, and afterwards when you have food left over. Go to savefood.com to use this cool tool that helps you save money and reduce waste by planning the appropriate amounts of food to prepare. Using this cool tool, you can enter the number of guests and account for their appetites. You can enter how many leftovers you'd like to have, and you can enter the type of meals you would like to have. It tells you how many sides and desserts you should have prepared based on your guest needs. Ask your friends and family to help with dishes after dinner, and then show them thanks by sending them home with leftovers in reusable containers. To limit your waste, it is important to get creative with your leftovers. You can take a look at the 3 websites that are listed on this slide to get ideas for leftovers. You can also freeze your leftovers to prevent burnout. If you have a green compost cart, you can compost any of the leftovers you can't eat or freeze. Instead of using the top row, try using the bottom row. Reusable plastic or glass containers, repurposed containers, and reusable servingware with cloth napkins. That concludes the slides for the Green Team this month. Everyone, please have a happy and safe Thanksgiving, and do your best to limit waste. Thank you. Hello everybody, this is the ARR Training and Safety Division. We are going to explain the difference between a jug handle turn and a button hook turn.
To perform a proper button hook turn, keep the rear of your vehicle close to the curb. This will stop other drivers from passing you on the right. If you cannot complete your turn without entering another traffic lane, turn wide as you complete the turn. This is better than swinging wide to the left before starting the turn because it will keep other drivers from passing you on the right. Remember to always activate your turn signal before making the turn, and if there is a vehicle in the intersection, you must wait for the vehicle to vacate before making the button hook turn. Another tip is to proceed to the middle of the intersection before starting the button hook turn. The video you are about to see was taken from the rear view using our Fleet Mind system. As you will see, the driver is taking a jug handle turn instead of a button hook turn, where he transverses over into the left lane, confusing the drivers behind him. As our driver moves to the left, the vehicle behind us assumes we are turning left or going straight and attempts to pass us on the right while we are making the jug handle turn, which results in a collision.
Hello, and welcome to the safety meeting for November 2021. This month's topic is hazard communication. So what is hazard communication? Hazard communication is a program that must be installed by employers if they have employees that may be exposed to chemicals. This is so that the employers can effectively communicate hazards associated with chemicals during any handling procedures. You will often see hazard communication abbreviated or shortened to HAZCOM. So what is a hazardous chemical? OSHA defines it as any chemical which can cause a physical or health hazard. But to be more specific, common hazardous chemicals can be found in the picture to the right. Safety data sheets, commonly known as SDSs. This is the most important document for HAZCOM. SDSs are commonly broken up into 16 sections. This makes it to where you can find your information faster. But the most important sections are the ones that follow. Section 4, First Aid Measures. This helps you, if you are to be exposed, what steps you need to take to protect yourself. Section 5, Firefighting Measures. This is, if you catches on fire, what to do, because some chemicals actually react with water and water can make it worse. Section 6, Accidental Release Measures. This will tell you what to do if it actually gets into the environment through a storm drain or your yard or into the air. Section 8, Exposure Controls, Personal Protection. This is very important if you're handling or working with the certain chemicals, because this will tell you what the best methods are to make sure you stay safe when handling these. HAZCOM system pictograms. Pictograms, or pictures, are commonly used in modern day labeling of chemicals. This is to provide a universal language to portray the dangers of the chemical in question. Pictograms help because in this global economy, multiple countries make different chemicals and those labels are not all in the same language. Also, with the pictograms, you can easily assess any dangers or hazards the chemical has without having to revert to the SDS. Pictured on this slide are the most common HAZCOM pictograms found on chemical labels today. Take a moment and look over each of the pictograms, see what they stand for, and the more specific information that each pictogram portrays. With the next two slides, I'll be going over two chemical labels that are often found in everyday household items and are very dangerous. The first is oxidizer. What is an oxidizer? An oxidizer, by standard definition, is a chemical that initiates or promotes combustion in other materials. Basically, it makes anything that's burning way worse because it oxidizes and puts a lot of oxygen and makes everything burn way stronger. Common oxidizers that you may have in your house are bleach and hydrogen peroxide. Flammable liquids. What are flammable liquids? Any liquid having a flash point at or below 199 degrees Fahrenheit. Flash point is the minimum temperature needed to form an ignitable mixture. Basically, how much of the compound will be in the air to, if you light a match, it'll explode. Flammable liquids are categorized into 4 categories, with 1 being the worst and 4 being the least harmful. But please remember, all flammable liquids can be very dangerous. Here are some of the many rights that you as an employee have when working in a setting that requires hazard communication. You have the right to receive information regarding hazardous substances to which you may be exposed to. You have the right for your physician or lawyer or union rep to gather information regarding any hazardous substances to which you may have been exposed. You have the right to always access your medical and exposure monitoring records from your employer. And you also have the right to fight against discharge or other discrimination due to you exercising your right to know about whatever chemicals you may come in contact with. Here are some safe work practices that you can follow to make sure you keep you and your coworkers safe. Always obtain and read the safety data sheets prior to starting work on a new chemical that you don't have any experience handling. Always keep the work areas clean and orderly. This will make sure that no unwanted chemical reactions will occur and put off noxious gases or flammable combinations that will seriously endanger you and your coworkers' lives. Always keep a means of containing a spill should the need arise. If possible, implement engineering and or administrative controls to reduce the exposure to chemicals. And always use necessary personal protective equipment when handling chemicals. A good idea is to look at the SDS to see what exactly you need for handling that specific chemical.
That concludes the safety meeting for the month of November. Please notify your supervisor that you completed the training. And remember to always work safe. Thank you.